Wake your ass up
or take a damn nap.
And we're the three best friends that anybody could have.
It's time.
Sean, you were twerking. That's going to happen.
Murph, don't be a dick all your life.
It's one of the more fun podcasts I've ever done.
Hey, I tell you what, if you're not talking about sports in the man cave, I bet not say you not a man.
That's it.
You know what I do? ElevaTEU. Let's go.
Yo, baby, Jermichael Finley. Man, this is like a reunion with my little brother almost. You know, it has been a while. I remember this quite successful young man when he was junior high in Diboll, Texas. Dang, went through high school, UT. So proud of him. And now the guy really establishing his life post football. Jermichael, now you're in ElevaTEU, Texas now. Is that correct?
Yep, out in ElevaTEU, what they call the Jamaica in high school football.
It's become the new age Odessa Permian, right?
Absolutely. Like I say, the kids, they buy in. The kids, they love it. And the kids, guess what? They work when the lights are off. And that's why you see these kids prevail and do well when the lights are on, because they love and just migrate to the work. They love it.
Right. That's a beautiful thing because, and we'll dive into your story, but something about Jermichael, he has had to work for everything he's had in his life. I mean, you know, I think he'll agree, man, if whatever God's gifts to us and talent, whatnot, you still got to work. You still got to differentiate yourself. Hey, before we get rolling, we got to give a shout out to Jim Saxton State Farm Insurance Agency. He's a Westlake OG, a Longhorn legacy, played quarterback at Texas, late 80s, early 90s. His dad was a Heisman finalist running back for UT, but he's carried on that State Farm Insurance Agency legacy too. And he's been insuring Austin for several decades. But Jermichael, how do you sum up when we start leading up to where you are now, your journey, how it all began, and kind of help people relate? Because I think this modern era of this generation is not their fault.
Right.
It's okay to have failures. It's okay to struggle a little bit. Because you lived it, and look at you now.
Absolutely, man. Man, coming from such a small town, Diboll, Texas, deep East Texas, 3A school, you know that, Clinch. It was tough. You know what I mean? You didn't get nothing handed to you. It wasn't nothing much to do. You had, my thing is, and telling my kids, and what I teach my kids is, we had to dang near create games. We had to create bats and balls and do all the other crazy stuff. And nowadays, kids, you know what I mean? You got to go to academies. You got to go to Dick's Sporting Goods. You got to go actually buy these things. But, man, it was a pleasure, man, growing up in Diboll. Taught me a lot of things now that I'm a grown man and on my own, and taught me how to get through adversity, taught me how to stand up on your own 2 feet. And that's what I'm doing today, man. And I just want to implement it into kids and make sure they know the 1% of the kids that want to be a professional football player or professional soccer or golf, whatever it is.
Right.
It's 1%.
It's a small percentage, but you work, you can reach that 99% others do not achieve. You know, one thing that was special to me is when you grew up was really getting to know and see you and your brother Javorsky Lane. You guys are kind of taking somewhat similar paths, but different personalities. I mean, when you look back at what you two went through and where you are today, and you kind of, I mean, am I off base by saying you guys are kind of doing the same thing, pouring yourselves into young people?
Absolutely, man. And that's what, you know what I mean? That's what we craved as little kids. Me and Javorsky, we had to compete against each other or go to Walter Allen Basketball Park over there on the other side of the tracks and shoot on our own.
Right.
Now you got guys that have been through the pipeline and been through the whole shebang. And now you got guys like myself and my brother implementing and give the game to the youth. And man, I just want to see the future bright for all youth around the country.
And it shines whenever you visit, Jermichael's social media platform, especially on Instagram. And you're going to see a few clips of those throughout this episode. His energy. I mean, this is authentic stuff, man. That's who he's been since day one that I've known him. Very authentic, because he realizes, man, without energy and your body in motion, you're not going to achieve much. And it's entertaining too. I gotta admit that.
I'm always energized, man. That's my personality, and I think what I know actually that's what keeps the kids coming back. As if they see you lollygagging or walking around
100%.
or without a sense of urgency, they tend to do that too.
They feed off of you, and
absolutely.
That I think that's been contagious throughout your entire life, and it's kind of helped you reach the point to where you can look at your life in all these phases right here. We got starting with Diboll, man, the incredible basketball player that went to the state tournament, incredible tight end, to your 3 years at Texas, and then to wearing that prestigious 88 at Lambeau Field. I mean, when you look at those faces as your young self, what's the biggest difference? Is there, obviously maturation, but what'd you pull away from each of those three eras of your life so far?
We're going to go start from left to right, going from Diboll. Myself going from Finest Vanover, which he had the toughest off-season workouts, and he implemented just hard-ass work. He implemented don't quit, never give up. He implemented, hey, we're going to do this if you like it or not. And he didn't allow you to be a prima donna. That was the old saying. And moving to Texas, I went down to Mack Brown, who's a facilitator. He's more like the president. He puts pieces in place for you to succeed, and that's what he did for myself. I learned a lot from Mack Brown as far as how to facilitate, myself, my business, and implementing that, like I said, onto the field. That's what I learned from Mack Brown. And then going to Lambeau Field, man, it was very special, man. It's a place, like I say, when you get to Lambeau Field, they'll tell you, you'll never feel this type of high in your life. Running out to 85,000+ people, actually loving you, not just yelling. These people are going crazy. And Lambeau Field was one of the probably craziest places I ever experienced in my life, and it's still at the top of my list. So it was a heck of a career, going from Diboll to Green Bay, Wisconsin. And man, like I said, I tell kids, never give up, because once again, I came from a 3A school where nobody was recruiting really, besides Lionel Garr at the time. Yeah. He went to Texas also, and it's just, if you put the work in, people will see it. So it was very, very special.
Well, it's been rewarding just to watch you from afar, and for others who have poured themselves into you as an individual. But I think, I don't know if anyone could really describe it more than yourself when you went through that injury, and your NFL career was, I know you wanted to stay in the NFL probably twice the amount of time that you had.
No doubt.
What we talked about, and I have to remind myself this all the time, is we're not in control. And
absolutely. Did
it take you a while to realize I'm not in control of this, but I am in control of what I do now?
Absolutely, man. Exiting the NFL and having that career-ending injury, it done multiple things. It done a lot of things to me. It was a bittersweet thing. It was a sweet thing that, I played in National Football League, got X amount of years there, had a great career. You can't take that away. But the bitter part is that when you come in and you put so much work in as a kid, then going to the University of Texas, to a big Power 5 school, you have this mindset, I'm going to play in the National Football League forever. And that's not so. It's a league where you can't play forever. That's why I try to implement and tell kids that it's just not a game where you can play forever. So that's why you have to work hard, do your job, get your schoolwork, and then when you get to if you do make it that 1%, handle your business, and that's what I did, man. And like I said, heck of a career, but like you just said, you can't do it forever.
Well, that was a lot of some former NFL players tell me NFL stands for not for long.
You got to think you got 6'5", 6'4" safeties now that's running 4.4 downhill. It's a train wreck every single game.
You got linemen, old linemen now, potentially reaching that high 4.8.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And these guys are pulling off the edge, coming to block small safeties or small corners. So the game is evolving and speeding up at a tremendous rate. So, hey, like I tell my kids, if you want to get in this, you better be ready to get in that fire because the game is speeding up.
Now you, from that experience and from just life in general, and you realize you were smart. All right, I've got momentum. I'm a likable guy. I'm a smart guy. I've got $1 million smile. I have energy. I resonate with people. I want to build a brand. And you recently, well, in recent history, you got to go back home to promote your brand, which is, I want to say, is going way beyond the I-35 corridor, but you saw it at the top of it, and this is what I'm talking about. Ready?
Hey, you know what we doing today.
Ready?
We going up, and we in Diboll, East Texas, baby. Let's go.
That's not the entire video, but man, was there, I mean, when you go back home, there's nothing like it. You talk about home cooking, familiarity with things. It's just home, it's home. But when you see the young people and you look around like, man, that was me not long ago. And they're investing into your program. I mean, what's that energy? What is that like? How could you even remotely describe going back to that?
You can't. Like I was telling a couple of my partners and on my team with me. Now, after that camp, I was so fatigued. I was drained. I got inside the car and just blasted the heat because East Texas weather. Yeah, it's like breathing out of a straw with the humidity. And so we got done, and all of the kids was just gassed up and hype. And it's different. It's a different workout. We got agility drills. We got the hurdles. But the thing that gets the kids is that band. And I'm moving with them and switching sides with the band. And the kids are just so ecstatic and embraced the workout so much. So half of the equipment I had, I just left with the Diboll coaching staff. And it was like, instead of just breaking these kids in on weights all the time and just wearing them out, use these bands and put resistance on them. And over time, kids was calling me saying, "Oh man, Coach Finn, when you coming back? When you doing this? When you doing this?" And because they see improvement and they see they self-elevating and getting faster. So, man, going back to Diboll is very special.
And that's something that, how would you describe what you teach in addition to skills when you talk about flexibility and with the bands? Is it like a marriage between yoga, agility? How would you even describe it to someone who's never used those resistant bands?
Right. I describe it. So when I tell the kids, when you get into these resistant bands, it's like a race car. A race car don't start rolling like this. That thing get low and it drops. So I say when you get in them bands, you got to lean on them and push forward and drive your knees. And or if you don't, the band will take full control of you and it'll bring you back towards me. So I tell the guys to lean and drive forward. And guess what? These right here are your weapons. Move your arms. So it's not very hard. You get all these gurus and these guys teaching all of this crap. This is your weapon, and driving your knees are your weapon. It's not rocket science, my guy.
All right, man. It's simplified. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. That's what I used to coaches used to say all the time. Can you even say that anymore? Because you know our society now. You know the direction it's come. Keep it simple, stupid. Well, that motivated me.
Yeah, I heard what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
But now you gotta teach kids different, because you have kids that do stupid stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a way that, because they're kids. But like I said, back doing it in East Texas and getting brought up East Texas, no telling what finest Vanover would say to us. Back then, the coaches used to carry a paddle in the back of their pants. You know what I mean? So things have changed. And like I said, you just got to know how to coach the kids now.
Clearly you do. But why? Where did you come up? I know where the TE is for tight end. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Elevate. Where did you come up with that?
Me and my oldest, Caden, he's 15 now.
Yeah.
He's got an offer from Texas. He's got offers all over the country right now. We were training. He was my guinea pig with all of his resistant bands, switching in and doing all that. And I was just dogging him out, killing him. And we started he was like, man, Dad, you should call this thing ElevaTEU.
Oh. And
I was like, and my mindset, my head runs all day.
Yeah.
So I branched out and slept on it. And I'm like, this dude here just made Daddy start working again. You know what I mean? I'm back working. So I got it. I was like, ElevaTEU. And I just started playing with it. I was like, capitalize the T and the E.
Right.
And make it tight end, because that was my position. That's not what I only teach, but that was my position. But now it done elevated to a whole nother level. Kids love it. And they hit me up on IG, say, I can't wait for Wednesday, Monday, or whatever day it is. And it gets me gassed up and makes me pour into what I'm going to teach them and how my drills are set up. Yeah. They come in gassed up, but they leave. It's a free melatonin for them kids. I'll tell you that.
That's an 8-hour sleep that night, without a doubt. So you're still, I want to say, I think it's safe to say you're still in the infant stages of growing this.
Yes, sir.
But now you're coming to Austin. You're bringing it down to Austin, Texas, to Westlake High School.
Yep.
And it's an ideal fit. You should have a presence here, and it's going to be at Westlake, and Friday, July 21st. That's a long day with Jermichael Finley.
It is. It's gonna be a little hot. We may minorize the schedule a little bit, because the weather's gonna be it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be at 100. But we're gonna teach you guys stretching, mobility movements. I'm gonna have a couple guys come from the East Coast. BCE Performance gonna come down and help. And it's a whole lot of experience. After you get done, we're going to feed you guys really well, show you guys how to eat, how to treat your body. And then after that, we're going to have a little Q&A where you can access anything. It's uncut. We're going to tell you what the game is like. Like I said, any sport, baseball, football, whatever it is. And we're just going to give you free game, basically.
$75 this modern day, that's nothing.
That's nothing. And that's what I try to, make my ElevaTEU. This is not, I played the National Football League. I'm doing pretty good. But this is just, to give back to the kids and to, just show them what to expect down the road, and not to just get hit in the face with some unexpected. They can be like, oh, we went to ElevaTEU and Coach Finley taught us this. So this is what this is all about. It's a whole lot of experience.
So where would you tell people to go to not only follow you, obviously follow you on all your platforms, but for this specifically, where's the easiest way? Because, we're in a society, if it's not quick and easy.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, it's very simple. Like I said, I'm going to keep it on my IG. Go to my IG, my Facebook, Twitter, Jermichael Finley, 88. And I have links on there. It's very, very simple. Click on the link, and I got all my times, I got all my events, and you click on there, and after that, hey, like I said, we're gonna be going up after that.
And that's you can tell the reason why his voice is the way it is, because he is fired up, not yelling, but keeping those kids elevated with that, always talking and coaching up these kids. So Friday, July 21st, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I would venture to say, Jermichael, they probably, what's the cutoff point, or will you be registering up to that morning?
I like to keep it very, very boutique. Reason why, it's Elevate. So every kid, I want to have that great experience if I can detail your work and touch every kid. So we're going to try to keep it tight, 50 to 60. So you better hurry up and sign up. We coming down 35, and we're going to tear it up.
Westlake High School. Tony Salazar and the late, not the late, my God, the great Todd Dodge, retired now, sir. But he's still coaching quarterback camps. I would venture to say he's going to come over there and see how you're doing. Let Coach know I need all of his players there, and I guarantee you, that's a guarantee, that them kids will leave there much better, smarter, and very prepared, and that one experience to elevate throughout their season. That is what I'm looking forward to, because I'm going to go ahead and endorse this guy right now. Not because we're trying to promote a camp, but if you want your kids to learn the right way, something unique. I mean, there are a lot of great camps out there nowadays. A lot of great people putting them on, but you want authentic and one-on-one and something different that is not like the others.
Absolutely.
Jump on board this train with Jermichael, 100%. It's I want to put some humor in it, and we got to pay homage to one of our sponsors real quick. And you may be a customer. So Jermichael, Manscaped.com, they've been on the market for a while.
Yep.
Man, all I'm going to say is they've got a lot of great tools on the market. But what my slogan is, we got to take care of ourselves as men. And from the Lawnmower 4.0 to the other tools for all over, our significant others or whomever's in our lives, they would prefer us not to resemble the German Black Forest below the belt.
No doubt. Every man needs a man cave now.
Yeah, that's right.
I can guarantee you that every man needs that time to go, this is my time.
This is my time. We're going to trim everything. You gotta look good, feel good.
Hey, look good, feel good. After you feel good, you get paid good. Remember that.
You get paid well. He just coined a new phrase, but you got to attribute Jermichael Finley. Manscaped.com. Use the promo code MANCAVE20 for 20% off. All right, J. Mike, this is how we wrap up the first segment, the Man Cave story. There's been some great ones. Is there any one event or a moment in a locker room with maybe at one of these camps or growing up or anything that was still to this day as is hilarious as it was when it happened?
Oh, man. I got one in the NFL. Coach kept telling me, he's like, buckle your damn helmet. And I'm like, shit, everybody, you look good. You got your helmet unbuckled. It's like, all right, I told you to buckle your helmet. So 2 practices later, I go out, slip on the dang on route, helmet unbuckled, gashed right here, gashed under my lip open. And I'm like, I went back in my head. I was like, Coach McCarthy did tell me to buckle my damn helmet. And so it's just one of those. It's just one of those things where I help teach my kids. Well, I teach my kids. I'm like, when I tell you something, it's for your good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and one of the things that I wish I would have listened. I wish I wouldn't have did.
Learning moment.
It's a learning moment.
Teachable moment, as they like to say it. Hey, we're going to take a very quick break, but on the other side, we're going to talk about a team that is coached by your former coach, Coach McCarthy, and the Longhorns. Your Longhorns are in Arlington right now, and they were picked to win it all, the Big 12 Conference Championship, and we'll briefly discuss that. And that's coming up more with J-Mike on the other side of this break.
Here at Hargrove Roofing, we try to think outside the box to kind of get the creative juices flowing. So I brought in my friend Stevie Lee, former defensive tackle for the Texas Longhorns. He's going to help the team strategize, really motivate them, light a fire.
This guy's going to block down. This guy's going to block down. You put your butt into the guard, and that way my Mike linebacker gets free to do what?
Not only are they going to learn a thing or two, but they're going to also leave with a great attitude and a bunch of smiles on their faces.
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with roofing exactly?
Get out.
Right now.
I said get out.
For me, that's what it's all about. It's just having fun, making our employees have a great time. Hargrove Roofing. Know who's on your roof.
I had a few technical glitches there. I had no control of it. Amazing how that works.
Good.
J-Mike, your Longhorns predicted to win the Big 12 championship, the final time Texas will be a member. The first time they were a member of the Big 12, that when it was inception, they won it. And you won it as a redshirt freshman. When you look at this team right now, do you think this is it? I mean, I know everybody says it. Texas is back. We've heard it. The last 10 years, 11 years have kind of been rough, you know, as far as up and down. From what you see, I mean, I feel like they're I hate to use your term, they've elevated.
Hey.
They've got some talent, brother, but from what you know, I know you don't have a lot of time to really get a pulse of the team, but you like what you're seeing?
I do. I like what if you want to say, the upstairs is doing, the program. The guys that's got the suits on, I'm liking what they're doing. They're doing the right thing first for the university. They're doing the right thing second for the head coach to put him in place to be successful and to go out and to compete. And I think Sarkisian he'll do well. He's implementing like the right receivers, just all over the piece. And I think he do a really good job of teaching these players how to be men also. Right. I see him being over these last few years being a great players coach. And he's destined to have a great year. Like I said, UT spending that money, Texas spending that money to go make it happen. Because like I said, we need to bring that trophy back to Austin.
I agree. Now, you forever will be a Packer for life. Your guy, Aaron Rodgers, moved to the Jets. That's just the nature of the business. And he'll finish his career strong. But you're a Texan, and everybody seems to care about the Cowboys. You as a Packer on the field, you hated them. It was that old school rivalry. But your old coach, the head coach, there's a pressure on him. What's your take on what you see from the Cowboys? Being whatever you can say, because you're a Packer through and through, brother.
No doubt. The boys, I think for myself, McCarthy, he'll do well. He's once again, he's that player coach. He's a guy that, I mean, if Jerry gives him the full ring, he can make something happen here in Dallas. He has that Belichick. He has that iconic coach feel. He's that guy. But like I said, you have to give him full range. Let him do his thing. Let him implement his full scheme. He has one of the best schemes. And I think he was the guy that developed Aaron Rodgers into the player that he's today. So Dak has the man right there with him. So it's on Dak and the Cowboys. It's time to make it happen.
Yeah, I think this is it. Real quick, are you ever on TikTok?
I'm not a TikTok guy.
Oh my God. Well, all I'm going to say is We'll make this really quick. You get on it, you're invested for at least 15 minutes because of, I mean, all wider variety of videos. But this happened near you. This was some women trying to catch a steer in Cleburne, Texas.
Oh, I know
check
that's
this out.
Get out of here. What? If that ain't country, down home country right there, I gotta know, did someone get injured?
Apparently, I did some research. Everybody was, other than a few bruises, they were all good. But that was like watching Earl Campbell.
Absolutely. Wow, that thing was plowing through them people. No, that's not even right. Yeah, I gotta go check that out if they do that again.
And they voluntarily got out. They put their bodies out there.
Negative.
Oh my God. Hey, we love positivity. So does J. Mike. That's how we end things.
Hey man, tell me something good.
There's so much negativity in this world, but you're all about righting the ship for young people and yourself, because I have never known you not to have a positive mindset. But tell me and others, provide some inspiration or some positivity, maybe that is all around us every day that maybe we don't see.
My thing is every morning I wake up, I look at my feet, and that's all we can do. Where your feet at, and stay present. And my thing is too, you have a choice. You can either pick, we're going to have a shitty day, or we're going to have a great day. And every day I choose to be happy, give back, and choose to just, stay in my lane and do what I can to pay what I know and what I got back. And always stay present, always.
That's beautiful. That's, that's about as simple as you can get it, but it's also from experience. What do you want to tell the people? What's your signature line that you tell? Right, me get that thing going.
Let's go.
J. Mike, it's been fun, brother. It really has.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you, Sean, man. I mean, there's a lot, man, and I can't wait to see you when I get down to Austin.
We're going to connect for absolutely when you get down to the 512, which isn't that far, and I look forward to a capacity group at ElevaTEU at Westlake High School, Friday, July 21st.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely. For J. Mike and the OG Man Cave boys, that being Hardball Hards, Big Mike, and Coach Mo, we out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.